no ena edu so ayede ebremo efri abeka junction ewo enkrakropon mu na this way chocolate drink also di ohia any social special ice eni so yensuo emu ode eni mu eye krojin ena afi special drinks anu so mu gwahodo do pa bia no ombema obi ato sa enwuma koyi eni aboafo enkaye na aka bom aso yasene ayedi anwumre kasebo no ebremo sanso ena DSTV channel 360 kasebo no yetwa eguso na debedi emu akotini bi enie amampanyi na adedankwa ekufu ado ede aso akobofo ma epie kwan ato honom ama wudi free adenta ekosi dodo kwan no womatumi aye ne biem
Airbus nsensemi a Office of the Special Prosecutor ehyenhwehwemu ase no wo se afei de watwe no esan se wonya adanse bia eye nyina so
Airbus nsensenu amu nsu no eyade a eye OSP Office of the Special Prosecution wonom ede atodwa se kane mampanyi owura John Dramani Mahama ne huson ewomo
omampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama se obidu ni mpanyin fie so na manfo ede so bobo nso obaifo na obaibon nsama sa adwen no ene ensem no manfo bi kika no onyintum
Ghana Police Service wonom ene Judicial Service and afina Qualities Control Commission woma akambom ama enuboni bebre a womu sizi 2020 ene 2024 mu no eyade a womu asey no
Ghana yen school feeding program no so afo a wo hwe enipa sitemu yedie ni bambo ho nsem eso se enche ebeko digital
Ewusanfo wei ene ensem bia ebi eka ho na editie na edihwe ene aso no so projia yede ebramo ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka junction bidin ade afia edutumwa mrosa mene
obahima afia chesid
Africa se bono emu ensem enie Office of the Special Prosecution OSP wonom akasa ama odi atudwa se Airbus scandal no eyade a se wo mahu se kane mampanyi owura John Dramani Mahama ne huson ewomu woto aso edi tudwa se enhwemu anu omo eye n ededi se adansie bie ni honom a ekyere se wode ne ho hyehyɛ adamude emu ewo Airbus scandal no emu Onunyamfo kisi ejaben ade sansem we nyina etudwa abra no ne samtwerofo twetwe nkomo ede afa sansem we ho ewo nkran
The OSP investigation found no evidence that former President Mahama was involved or played any role in the procurement and maintenance of the agency relationship between Airbus and Foster and its associates in respect of the purchase by the government of Ghana of military transport aircraft from Airbus. And it appears to the OSP that the direct communications and meetings between former President Mahama and officials of Airbus to close the deal were actuated by good intentions on the part of the former president. It also appears that Foster and his associates became involved as intermediaries in the Airbus Ghana deal after the decision by the government of Ghana in preference of the C295 aircraft. Therefore, it seems that Foster's Airbus intermediary role at the time his brother served as the vice president of Ghana was a case of luckless coincidence that attracted the disapproval of the UK and US authorities. The OSP found no evidence that suggests that the involvement of Foster as an intermediary of Airbus and the direct communications and meetings between former President Mahama and officials of Airbus to close the deal between Airbus and the government of Ghana amounted to any corruption related offense in respect of which the OSP has a mandate. However, it ought reasonably to have occurred to former President Mahama and the government of Ghana that the familiar relationship between former President Mahama and Foster and the direct participation by former President Mahama in the communications and meetings with Airbus officials were bound to raise reasonable suspicions of improper conduct and dealings, notwithstanding any claims to good faith conduct and above-board dealings, especially in light of the fact that during the first Airbus campaign, former President Mahama was a chairman of the Armed Forces Council by reason of his position as the vice president and therefore a very key decision maker. Such close proximity dealings by such elected high officials of the Republic and their kin and close associates on behalf of the Republic should neither be viewed favorably nor encouraged, as they give rise to reasonable suspicion of influence peddling and conflict of interest, never mind any intended good faith on the part of the Vice President or the President. Then again, the direct participation of the President and the Vice President on behalf of the Republic in commercial communications and meetings with commercial entities should not be encouraged either, as they expose these elected high officials to the specter of the slightest hint of perceived corruption that may attend international business transactions. The President and the Vice President should be insulated from such direct commercial dealings. Indeed, it seems to the OSP that the only reasons why the Airbus Ghana deal found its way into the UK and US DPAs were the fact that former President Mahama and Samuel Adam Foster were brothers of the full blood, and that former President Mahama directly participated in commercial communications and meetings with Airbus officials. This is because, and here, without seeking to critique the UK and US deferred prosecution agreements, the OSP found no evidence, circumstantial or direct, which suggests that Foster and his associates were actually paid bribes, and which bribes were to be transmitted to former President Mahama, and that the bribes were actually paid to former President Mahama. Indeed, to all intents and purposes, and objectively viewed, an agency relationship existed between Airbus and Foster and his associates, by which Foster and his associates acted as business partners of Airbus in respect of the Airbus Ghana deal, and under which Foster and his associates were to be remunerated success-based commission payments. I'm a Kwauman, so expect that. This was a typical arrangement instituted by Airbus, by which it contracted third parties as business partners to increase its international footprint and to assist it in winning sales contracts in numerous jurisdictions. On this basis, when Airbus made a successful sale of aircraft, it will ordinarily pay a business partner.
Yedaso Office of the Special Prosecutor Nakache na oshe nhwehwemu bi ase e wo sa Airbus nsensem ya eho na ekotia enipa bi ene omampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama wo se waye ekura waka wanya anwe ohyase bebia wadu bia no atwe ne ho e de afi nhwehwemu no emu.
A special prosecutor has directed the closure of the OSP investigation into alleged bribery of high-ranking Ghanaian officials by Airbus SC through intermediaries in respect of the sale of military transport aircraft by Airbus SC to the Republic of Ghana between 2009 and 2015. The OSP would not institute criminal proceedings against any person in respect of this investigation. The special prosecutor has also directed authorized officers of the OSP to rescind the 13 May 2020 warrants of arrest obtained from the Circuit Court, Accra, for the arrest of Samuel Adam Foster, also known as Samuel Adam Mahama, Philip Sean Middlemas, Leanne Sarah Davis, and Sarah Feno. Earlier today, I sent out correspondence